So today we've got a screamer of a video ahead. We are back in my Carrera GT after long last. It's kind of like a first drive after the recall. But before that,
this video is once again brought to you with Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. They further improve their offering, and there's loads of new things available to go and take advantage of using that code below. You'll save money on your first website using that link below, using that code, so make sure you bookmark that. Even if you're not using it now, you'll save money on your first website. So something I've not talked about before, Squarespace actually uses design intelligence. Using the power of AI enables you to create a stunning website exactly as you need it using the power of AI. You really got to go and have a little go on it on Squarespace to fully understand how powerful this tool is. It's absolutely incredible. It's mind-blowing. For those running their website as a commercial entity as well, you've got Squarespace Payments. Squarespace Payments is the easy way to manage your payments in one place. Onboarding is fast and simple. Just get started in a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with their popular payment methods as well. These include Klarna and others. So you can actually take client bookings now as well with Acuity scheduling. That's a new feature that I wanted to talk about and I haven't actually mentioned before. You can do invoicing through your site. There's SEO tools, and you can also sell content. This is a massive one. Loads of people selling courses, webinars, all of that stuff. You can sell that through your site with ease on Squarespace.
So as always, keep you posted with what you're creating on Squarespace. And if you're not ready now, make sure you save that link below and you'll get a discount when you come to use it. So save it as a bookmark, wherever you want to save it, but make sure you keep me posted with what you guys and girls are creating. For now then, let's jump in the Carrera GT.
Hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Carrera GT. There it is, there's a hand gesture. Welcome back to my Carrera GT. I have not driven this thing since November 2024 when the thing came back from its recall at Porsche. Many of you will know that these things were subject to a recall with Porsche and they were off the roads for months and months, actually well over a year. So I got that done. That was done at the end of November last year, and the UK being the UK, November is not the time to drive a Carrera GT. So it's been laid up since then. It's been sat here, lovely on its trickle charger in its little hole here with my 997 RS. Not a bad little hole. This is the garage anyway. Doubling up as a little bit of storage. We've just got here and I've just dumped the cover of the Carrera GT on the RS, if anyone's wondering why I'm treating it like a clothes hanger. But the car is here. As I say, it's been on trickle all this time. Ah, look at that. Gets me every time. And actually, I've had a really useful modification done on the Carrera GT with this over here, this little C-Tech point which hangs out just here. It's basically a quick release. Otherwise, getting to the battery down there is a complete nightmare. Carrera GT owners will vouch because it's in there somewhere. But look at that artwork. 4.7 litre V10, basically F1 derived V10 in the back there. That is not ever going to be beaten. Now, you'll notice my car is actually fairly unusual these days because it is a standard car. These are the standard shocks. I believe they're manufactured by a firm called Sachs, maybe? S-A-C-H-S. But a lot of people are now getting the KW system in there, which is about 20 odd grand with lift kit as well. This car is still original. The KW system is something that I may well do at some point. This needs a bit of a freshen. We're going to give that a bit of a quick detail in a second before taking it out. But it is here. It is ready to roll. As I say, we've got some new artwork on the wall, by the way. It's been wired by a baboon, myself. We're going to try and put that on a backboard. But that's very cool, isn't it? I think I've got into auto memorabilia recently. We've got a martini thing there. I think there's one of these potentially live on Iconics Auctioneers at the moment in the UK for their Silverstone Festival, depending on when I put this video out. That is actually red. I don't know if you can see that. Let's just turn this down. There we go. It's actually red. Sick. Absolutely sick. Anyway, we're going to put that back up to 0 because otherwise you won't see anything in here. So these things are an absolute must. You cannot leave your car long term without a C-Tech. I actually go for the MXS10 a lot of the time, particularly with the GT. I just think they're belt and braces, really, really good news, and get them off Amazon. Usually on like Black Friday deals or whatever, if we're allowed to say Black Friday these days. RS in the way, who left that there? So you're wondering what this detritus is down here. I've actually got, believe it or not, that is a dehumidifier. Doesn't really need it in here, but that's just belt and braces. I have that on set to a certain humidity, just to keep, if it gets damp in here for whatever reason, that will kick in. So you can do that. We've got a heater there as well, and that will be on a thermostat, just to keep it in here above 5 degrees. Again, you can put it on like a frost setting. So those are actually moved into different positions when they're needed, but obviously being summer, don't really need any of that stuff. And a good idea to do, you can buy little sensors. If you're not with your garage a lot of the time, you can check in on your phone on the humidity, and you can put hive plugs in as well, so you can turn these things on and off whenever you like. A cheap solution to basically having like a climate controlled garage. It's not that big in here, and it's sealed, so actually it works very, very well. And it's just the difference between your car rotting and possibly not. So we've actually got the key to the Carrera GT here. This is what it looks like. Literally just kind of a grey 996 key, really. We've got the detritus on it from Reading, so they didn't lose the car. But this is it, very, very humble key. I would be amazed if this actually opens the car. Nope. We've got a little slot in here. Oh, is that going to set the alarm off? Oh God. Oh, there we go. We prevented the alarm going off. So this is the car then. We've still got the seat cover on it from the recall work in Reading. So I think we're going to fire it up. Got full PPF on the inside, even this, obviously a carbon tub. Very important to keep that scratch free. A lot of people are PPFing the silver bits in here as well, because I think they're magnesium, and if you scratch those, it's game over as well. Let's fire up then. Here we go. Let's see if she starts after 7 months. Here we go. Are we nervous? Chaos. Here we go then. Oh, we've got Will in the car, by the way. Most of you will recognise Will, I think. Say hello. Hello. So this is, as I say, first drive back in the Carrera GT since its recall work, and we're behind someone. I don't quite know what they're doing. Are you nervous? A little bit. We've got a tractor up ahead. Oh God. It's good. So I haven't driven this in 7 months or so, and I know it's my car, but it kind of almost doesn't feel like it is, because I don't really use it. I use it about as much as some people use random press cars, so it's scary. And every time I go in it, it's gone up another couple $100 grand in value. 7,000, 8,000 revs. I don't get stressed out by many cars, but this one stresses me out. It's exciting, but it's also the threat of, particularly where we are, a deer jumping out on the road and going through the front of the car, and that does happen. So it's not just me thinking I might lose control. So yeah, you got nothing to worry about there. Yeah. So what is next for this car? What am I going to do with it? A lot of you thought I sold it. A lot of you thought I would have sold it by now. Financially, I probably should have sold it as well by now, but I think these have got a lot of life left in them residuals wise. I think these... It's just silly. I think these things will go to 3 million quid quite happily, and then at that point, will I still be driving it? Probably not like this, I'll be honest. I mean, even at the stage it's at now, I shouldn't really be pedaling around in it. I'm not worth enough money to be honking around in something worth this much cash. It's just too tempting. Oh my God. It's so good. It's hard to believe this thing is 20 years old. My particular car is 19 years old because it's a 2006 car, but they came out in 2004, 2005. So yeah, easily 20 years old, and technically now a Porsche Classic. Oh my God, my heart rate's through the roof. I do need to calm down. I need to calm down just generally, let alone. My God, good grief. But it's a testament to how good Porsche is. They started on the button, you know, there's no warning lights, there's nothing, it's just absolutely fine. I'm sweating out here. Obviously it's come back with a clean bill of health, major service from Reading, so I'm not worried about that. It's only serviced 6-7 months ago. They checked over everything. It's got brand new tyres on it. There shouldn't really be any concerns whatsoever with the car. There are a couple of bits on the job sheet to do next time around. There's a slight weep in the radiator, which I've checked before coming out. Everything's fine, so it hasn't had a deluge.
There's no puddles on the floor.
No puddles on the floor, which is always a good thing. Right, we're going to park up very quickly. I'm going to film some smooth brain reels for Instagram, because that's what Instagram wants these days. Smooth brain content, getting in the car, walking along, putting some words on the screen, you know, the crap. So we're going to do that here. Middle of the road.
I mean, why
Look
not?
out for that on Instagram. I'll try not to put some motivational quotes over the top. Do we think this is in the way? We do think this is in the way, don't we?
Slightly in the way.
Alright, we'll go around. We'll go around. Shut up! Right, we'll do a little churning circle here. But this is it. I was actually saying to Will earlier. Will, by the way, if you haven't seen him on the channel before, Will and I work together. He looks after basically my property and make sure that they're all in ship shape and they can be rented, and anything that people are moaning about, he does the clever stuff basically. And we have some other little churns which we may or may not go into at some point soon. I don't know if we're allowed to actually.
No,
we'll have to shut up about that. But yeah, all very exciting stuff. I am going to stick it here. That's the thing with these social media platforms. I was saying to Will, the quickest way to hate a car is to rely on it to make your income and do social media. Like, it's really, I know obviously it's a first world problem, don't get the violins out, but it's really annoying. I'm completely in the way. Sorry mate, sorry, I don't really care.
No.
That's the problem.
We're in this.
So yeah, all these different platforms now, they all need different types of content, different formats. The churn really has become quite quite galling. Anyway, catch up in a sec. We'll go for a hoon after this. Okay, so smooth brain content completed here on the side of the road. I've just filmed a little reel, you know, the usual dross that is on Instagram. Such is life on that platform these days. Constant waffle needed. Face to camera, guff, talking about the car. Speaking of guff then, we've got my RM16 on today. I actually bought a small red strap for it very recently from RM. 700 quid for a piece of Velcro, cheers. Anyway, I did just want to show it all to you because I'm aware that the only time you've really seen this car is the back of it in my garage, just stuffed in a corner, but I did want to actually show you that it does come out every now and again. What a thing though. What a thing. I still can't believe that this is actually mine, with the help obviously of Charles and Dean, who did the financing on this thing. It's just so good. I'm obsessed with it. I got to say though, there's a bit of relief when I do park it back up and it goes back home in one piece, and I'm actually quite looking forward to getting it back in one piece. I know that probably sounds awful and you're probably all thinking, what on earth? But as I said in the car, it does stress me out a little bit. It does stress me out. I'm obviously not wealthy enough to actually have one of these, and that is part of the problem. And I am working on that. But for now, I just feel very, very lucky that I do get to take this out every now and again, even if it does take years off my life in stress. So I'm going to jump back in. We're going to go for lunch actually. Many of you will know actually where we are. We're actually quite close to Soho Farmhouse at the moment. That's obviously in the Cotswolds. So we're going to go for a bit of lunch there, and then we're going to take it back, put it in the garage, grab the RS, and the RS is off to Auto Farm for a service. repetitive content completed. Let's go get some food. I don't know what else there really is to say about this thing, other than watching this video anyway to listen to me talk. Will, have you got anything to say for yourself?
This car is hell.
Good, perfect.
Quite scary. It just drives so good though.
Yeah, that first to second though, you can't force it because it does get a bit notchy if you force it. You gotta be so careful. As I was saying earlier, even with the new tyres, it can just let go. You get a little flash on the dash, and the traction's letting go. Oh my God!
Wings up.
But in terms of a driving experience, then driving position, you've got your pedals on the front wall, like right up on the front wall. You've got the sill basically up on by your earlobe up here. It's quite disconcerting, and you've also got obviously your gear knob right up here. It is quite intuitive, but it's not like anything else you can really drive. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. The clutch, I'm used to it now. All you got to remember is no gas when you're pulling off, or you absolutely dump it. But that's if you like 10 grand clutch bills.
No thanks.
No thanks. The steering's quite heavy, but it's got quite a lot of nice weight to it. You can actually feel what you're doing. And because the suspension, the springs are basically coming up into the dash there, you hear every bump, you feel every single bump, but it's communicative. It's not in a way that like distracts you and throws you off. If there's camber in the road though, it does drag you that way. It reminds me a little bit of the GT3 Touring, but the Touring was too much of a boat to enjoy being thrown around on the road. This is a lot more nimble. It's a smaller car, it's a lighter car, and you feel more attached to what's going on than that Touring. That said, I've got a Touring, I think, coming from Porsche, a press car, very soon. So I'm going to return to the 992 Touring and see what that's all about very soon, and see whether or not I was actually wrong. I usually am. So this thing's due back at Porsche Reading in probably November sort of time. It's due an annual service. It's a minor service. Minor services on them are about 1,200 quid, 1,500 quid, thereabouts. They're supposed to be everything. That's not bad, is it really? That's if they find nothing wrong. There should be nothing wrong with it. As I say, radiator might need replacing. I think that's about 3 grand, all in, including labour. And what they're going to do at the same time as well is put mesh in front of them, because at the moment the radiators are completely exposed and they are a bit pitted. So we'll get some mesh put as well. They want 1,200 quid for that, so I might try and cheap out and get that done somewhere else, because chicken wire is chicken wire. It's not Porsche chicken wire, it's literally just chicken wire. So we'll see if someone else can do that cheaper. I know some of the lads on the Carrera GT group have got some bright ideas on that one. It just revs so freely because you've got like no flywheel, I think it is. It's kind of like a motorbike, it just revs straight away. The brakes are good, to be fair, they're not grabby. The more you shove on them, the more you stop. I know that sounds like a stupid thing to say, but certainly on a lot of older cars, that's not necessarily the case. It's either all or nothing, or just nothing at all. And they're brilliant, they're absolutely brilliant. Again, they're less scary to maintain now. You can do things like surface transforms. There's all sorts of things you can do to improve the braking on these things without it costing an arm and a leg.
In my excitement then, I actually forgot to end the video. I had to get the RS out, and then I was driving something very, very special. Jag XJ220. So I was actually, my head was somewhere else when I was putting the Carrera GT away, and I forgot to end the video. That's that though. A real treat to be driving that thing, and I hope you enjoyed that video. For now, I'll see you all very soon, and there will be a video in the Jag very, very soon because I'm feeling like doing something silly. Stay tuned.